Hey guys, so I'm just gonna go over everything that I want to do this summer, all my little projects. Um, I usually take on too many projects in the summer at home, and the mix between my photography business, my projects, the wife and kids, and my full-time job. And I usually promise to do a large amount of projects, and then by the time the end of the year comes, I usually get a handful of them done. But I always kind of plan to overachieve. But yeah, so this year there's a few big ones that I wanna go over. First one, which you've all heard about and I'm sure seen, is the bowler. It was my dad's. It's a 72 13-foot bowler, and that thing sat in the bush for a good 10 years. Oh, maybe 15 years. Well, probably, yeah, somewhere in there. Anyways, it sat in the bush, and I decided to pull it out, and as I was pulling it out, it was falling apart. The one thing that I think hurt it the most is the fact that the roof, um, the the vent for the roof is completely missing. Like I ended up finding it after, but so it sat in the bush for close to 10 years, or around 10 years, um, without the vent for the roof. So every time it rained, water would come in and it rotted out the floor. So I think that was one of the most major issues that I ran into with that. I plan on replacing the front and rear windows, pulling out all the side windows, rebuilding them. I need to cut out almost all of the floor and rebuild the floor. I need to pull the frame out, sandblast, paint, repair if needed. So I need to weld on some bracing if needed. So that's a big project. The second project that I'm working on this year will be my chicken tractor. So right now we have laying hens. So last year I built a really nice chicken coop for them, but we let them out of the cage daily for most of the day, and then they spend their evenings in their stationary chicken pen. But I'm hoping to have meat birds this summer, and Cornish crosses, I think, and I'm planning to get about maybe 60 of them, somewhere in around that number. We haven't exactly figured it out yet, but somewhere in around 60 of them. And so I have an idea. I want to take in Canada we have tons of those tempo sheds. If you take those tempo sheds and you set them up, that tarp might last through the winter. You're lucky if it lasts through the winter. So a lot of people are just getting rid of them. So what I just went on Kijiji, I said, hey, somebody have a tempo shed without the tarp available, and boom, somebody responded right away. So I got a tempo shed. So I'm going to be putting that up on a wooden frame that I can drag with the four-wheeler, or if it's light enough, we'll see how light it is in the end, maybe I can drag it by hand. But I want to set that up so I can have my chicken tractor ready, so I can have my meat birds. So I'll have my laying hens, my meat birds, be working on my bowler. And last winter, when I finally got heat in my garage, I decided to start building a table for my big green egg. I got my wife a big green egg for Christmas. She was talking about getting one for years. I was able to get one that needed a little TLC off of Kijiji for less than half price, and I put $50 into it. There's a video on the gasket coming up soon. I put the gasket on it, and yeah, I'm gonna have videos on cooking with it and stuff like that, because I feel the big green egg is so amazing to have everybody gather around it, and the smells and the tastes, and it's just it's it's a great experience to have something like that. So I have a table that I'm working on that I built. You see the big green egg in the background, but I wanted to have a nice table because honestly they come with so many accessories. It's kind of it's almost at the point of annoying if you don't have a table because there's nowhere to put these things. So I'm building the table. It's 3 feet by 6 feet, and you'll get a good look at that. I'm putting backsplash in the kitchen. Those are my major projects for the summer, but I'm also planning on, if I can fit it in this fall, starting to build my deck. So I have a deck in the back. Me and my dad took a bunch of cedar logs out of the bush when he was still with us, and so I want to take those cedar logs and I want to mill nice posts and beams out of them, and I plan on at least framing it up this fall and getting the floor on, but we'll see how that goes. That's kind of on the maybe list. I'd like to have it done, but it is one of those things, like, so we'll see how that goes. But yeah, stick around. You get to see videos on my little projects that I goof around with, and things I screw up, things I fix, things I learn, because I honestly have no idea how to do 3/4 of the things that I'm going to do, but by the time I get to it, I research it enough that hopefully I figure it out. But you'll see, definitely there's some mistakes made as I go and as I learn, and hopefully if you see my mistakes, you'll be able to avoid them, and everything go a little bit smoother for you. So if you have any questions, definitely ask away on the channel. If you like the video, give me the thumbs up. If you hate the video, let me know. It's all good. Everybody's got their own opinion. But yeah, I appreciate it. Stick around. Hopefully we learn some stuff together. Thanks.